Look at somebody's wife. Most beautiful lady in red.
Good job.
Just
like
Wow, this is massive. A very big congratulations to Nollywood veteran and legendary superstar actress Iniedo and her husband Ike Ogbonna as they've released their first movie after marriage. Oh my goodness, like this movie is just like a reality of what happened to Iniedo all through her life, and you will not believe it. They decided to document this in a movie. Trust me, you will love the story. But before we go into the full video, hello, if you're new here, hi, this is Quick View Sport, your Africa Starter Room with celebrity stories you would love to watch. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us across social media to stay updated with all the latest celebrity stories. So guys, Iniedo and Ike Ogbonna, following their private marriage, guys, decided to make a movie as couple, and this movie is titled My Baby Doll, featuring the legendary actress Patience Ozokwo as the mother-in-law and Ike Ogbonna as, of course, her husband in the movie. Iniedo portrayed that woman who went through so much after losing 8 children. Like, this story is emotional, like it's very, very painful, but at the same time it's such an interesting story, honestly. And this video has gained over 1 million views, and it's just so massive because after wedding, I think Iniedo decided to start making her own movies by herself, and not just to be an actress but also a producer. And it's only wise for her to tell her story first with her husband Ike Ogbonna. A lot of people are still doubting that Iniedo and Ike Ogbonna are not married, but guys, you all know what those two have been through. There is no way you expect them to keep their relationship and marriage at this point in the public eyes. Yes, taking for instance, Iniedo was married to her ex-husband in 2008, and now it's over 14 years she's been divorced from him. So you could imagine all the scandals, all the things that were said about her. At some point, she couldn't have a child, according to her. She wanted a baby and she decided to go for surrogacy. And guys, that was how she bettered her only daughter. While Ike Ogbonna on his own side has been married twice. Yes, he has a son with his second wife, who is a white woman. He also has a daughter with his first wife. Now, Iniedo, who has been his longtime friend, probably they didn't see, themselves as lovers until recently when they decided to take their friendship to another level, having been together throughout their divorce and still remain friends. Of course, it's only wise that they keep this marriage out of the internet. But the beautiful part is that they are telling us the story of their life in a movie. Yes, I had to watch the movie to be able to make this video. It's everything Iniedo went through. Now, in this their movie, Iniedo, who happens to be Linda Churchill's husband, Churchill, who is Ike Ogbonna, and the mother-in-law, Patience Ozokwo, she suffered in the marriage because she did not have a child. In short, it wasn't just that she didn't have a child. She had 8 pregnancies, 7 miscarriages, 1 stillbirth, and one of her daughter died after birth, like as a toddler. So it was like she was depressed. She went through emotional trauma. Ike Ogbonna, on the other side, also went through this emotional trauma. Now, let's relate this back to Iniedo's life. Iniedo told the story of how she had to have her daughter. You could imagine what she went through in the hands of her husband and never had a child there. Now, later going for a surrogate mother and later had her own personal daughter. You could imagine that these stories are related. So since they can't bring their marriage to the public space, Ike Ogbonna and Iniedo thought it wise to start telling their stories in movies. Of course, since he's an actor, Ike Ogbonna, and Iniedo is an actress, like very, very big ones, it's only beautiful for them to tell their stories in movies. Let me know what you think about that. But back to the story. So in the movie, Iniedo, who has suffered all of this emotional trauma, decided to get a doll and have the doll as a real daughter. And this was where Ogbonna could not even understand what was going on in his home again. She wanted everybody to accept her doll, who she named Precious, as a real daughter. But of course, you all know that when someone starts carrying a doll, a matured grown woman, you can only say she's mad if she starts carrying doll about. And that was what Ogbonna was saying. But on the other side, Iniedo was so fortunate to have a mother-in-law, Patience Ozoko, who happens to be nice, understandable, and understood that Iniedo was actually going through emotional trauma because of the babies she lost. So you could relate this to their reality, to the reality of Iniedo, all she went through and later had a child through surrogacy. But at the end of the day, the mother also had to tell Churchill to support his wife, to understand Iniedo in the movie, because she, as his mother, also had a share of her own experiences with losing babies, that she had lost 3 pregnancies before she had him, Churchill. So I think it was at this point that Churchill had to understand that, oh my God, his wife Linda, who is Iniedo, was going through pain, and she was expressing her own pain differently by trying to bring the doll into their lives and make it a reality. It was at this point Ogbonna decided to be a supportive husband and a supportive father to the baby doll. At this point, of course, it only made sense for them to attend a therapy session, and they started with the help of Patience Ozoko, who happens to be Ogbonna, who is Churchill's mother. And the therapy helped. Why am I narrating this story in this movie? This is just a beautiful way to tell their stories, since they can't come out to tell some of their stories. I probably revealed their marriages on the internet. I feel like I like the idea of them translating their reality into movies and trying to pass a message. At the end of the day, Ogbonna decided to become supportive to his wife Iniedo in the movie, who is Linda, and they started this therapy that changed the whole story for them. Ogbonna now understood that Iniedo was only trying to grieve her pain, her anxiety by carrying the baby doll. So that's just what My Baby Doll is all about, and I honestly relate with it to the reality of Iniedo. To be very honest, I'm super excited for Iniedo and Ogbonna, and I also love the fact that their couple movie is very entertaining, very educative, and inspiring. And to be honest, people are going through a lot, especially in marriages, who are struggling with one thing or the other, and especially when it has to do with having babies. Honestly, people go through hell in marriages because of that. And if they portray how supportive couples should be to each other in such moments, of course, is an educative video, and I feel like is interesting for everybody to know about that. And I also love the fact that as couple, they're now making their movies together, nonetheless, that they probably have their differences, but they're able to understand that in their acting career they have to also build a family. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I know a few people will still come and argue that Iniedo and Ogbonna are not a couple. Guys, these facts are from research, and sometimes celebrities only let you know what they want you to know. So if you don't want to believe it, well, it doesn't mean that we're not right. We make researches to bring you those videos, and it takes a lot, and I guess some of you should be a little bit more appreciative, because these are private informations. We do a lot to try to get it across to you. Anyway, at this moment, congratulations to Iniedo and Ogbonna on their first movie as husband and wife. Honestly, I'm happy for them because the movie has gotten so much attention and people are actually loving the movie. Anyway, if you've watched to this extent, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification so you get notified the next time we upload another amazing celebrity stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video. Have a nice day. Bye.